Here we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode, another week, round 9. We're coming into of the In This In Bin podcast today. Another week without a special guest, but as always, I'm here with Taito Clay. Welcome. How are you?
Hey, yeah, good, John.
Well, we have the same structure. If you're new here, we do our quick recap of the previous round. Now we're going to do our round 9 preview after. We'll talk about our fantasy teams, our top 3 players of the week, Dalian wise, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and then the NRL ladder. So, round 8 started off Thursday night. What a game it was. South Sydney 34, Canberra 20. What were your thoughts on this match?
Okay. So I thought Canberra were good early on, as you could see. Then just Rabbitohs came out with the second half masterclass. Wayne Bennett yet again, bringing out a second half masterclass.
Half time they were down by 2. They come back and
By 14.
It was good. They won by 14, which is very surprising. And remember last week, you said if South win by 13 plus, I get those cards. So
I actually haven't been able to. I'll probably go this weekend. I'll give him.
All right. Well, I want to point something out. Canberra are a bunch of dogs because they've injured our whole entire team. Adam Reynolds is out for 1 to 3 weeks if it's not surgery on his finger. If it is, it'll be 46. Cameron Murray is out for 4 weeks with a grade 2 syndesmosis. A fractured hand for Campbell Graham as he is out for 4 weeks now. Jackson Paulo with a AC joint, 6 to 8 weeks. Oh, what's your fill-ins, replacements? Well, we know Jai Arrow will fill in for Cameron Murray. But who fills in for Campbell Graham and who fills in for Adam Reynolds?
It's going to be difficult to replace them because, of course, they're big, good players. It's going to be difficult to replace them.
But who will fill in?
I don't know. Maybe Dean Hawkins or in the halves with Benji. And Walker will stay at fullback. But I don't know who will replace Campbell Graham.
Okay. Well, what I think is that since Jackson Paulo's out now, so Gagai will have to be shifted to the wing with Alex Johnston, which means 2 centers have to come in now, and I think Stephen Masters are definite. And if Braden Burns is ready, I think he'll slot in. If not, I don't know if Tautau Moga is still suspended in the South Wales Cup. And if he is suspended, we'll have to put in Tane Milne. And if Tane Milne is not available, we're screwed. So
yeah, you're screwed.
It's just like that. Boom. The whole team's gone. And we also have the Trell out still. And Josh Mansour. So casualty ward is rising, but it's only for a couple of weeks, and which is grateful because the Roosters had a few injuries. We'll look into that later, but I think the replacements will be. It depends. If Cody, those are my 2 center replacements, Braden Burns and Stephen Masters. But I don't know. Cody Walker maybe go to 5'8", Benji go to 7. Maybe like Blake Taff if he's ready. It'll be a hard ask, but he could do it. But yeah, if not, I think Hawkins will come in or Dargan. Depends where Benji plays. But anyways, Friday started off with Melbourne 40 to 14. Can't you believe the Sharks were in the lead at halftime?
Yeah, Sharks were in the lead, but after second half, they never looked like winning.
and went bang, 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 8 tries to 2.
Hey, I'd like to point out Cameron Munster's goal kicking. Now, um, outstanding.
It was shocking. It was shocking.
Terrible.
You should have seen. You saw his face the whole time.
Yeah, I've watched the whole game.
It was.
Two from like practically right in front.
Yeah, how would he missed it? I could have kicked that. You could have kicked that.
Yeah, I could have kicked that.
But Karen Munster can't. Yeah. Sharks, they win good, but no. They just choke. And talking about another choking team, the Broncos 36, the Titans 28. Can you believe the Titans were up 22-0 after only 13 minutes?
No, and they still somehow managed to lose it.
A little bit of chokers there. They just How do you put up a 22-point lead 15 minutes in
and lose?
Lose by 8 points to Brisbane, to the Broncos.
You lose
Broncos.
94% completion rate as well. They only made, how many errors did they make? They only made 5 errors. I mean, got sim binned.
Yeah, 5 errors.
But that doesn't matter. You still got to be playing for 80 minutes of football.
Yep.
Not for 40. Or even.
I don't even know if they did play for 40. They played for like 20.
Yeah.
The little period in the 65th to 70th, and then the first 15. It was unbelievable how shocking they were. It was terrible. But we're moving on because no one cares about that game. But we care about this game. Penrith 28 to 16 at Bathurst. What were your thoughts on this match?
I thought Manly were in for a shot at winning at some stages, but then Penrith just came out in the second half and just put up a good fight.
Yep,
but wasn't enough.
Honestly, in my opinion, Penrith were playing great, but Manly they weren't giving up. Manly's defense was absolutely outstanding in most occasions.
Most of the time, anything about it was just too good from Penrith.
It was obviously going to be a Penrith win, but
yeah.
Parramatta 32 to 10 Canterbury. Wow. Everyone thinks Parramatta is so good, but they let Canterbury score 10.
It's only 10, by the way.
They go to sleep again in that after the break. From the 46th to 60th minute, they were asleep. And they really did nothing. It was just too easy. Started well, didn't really finish it. But to Canterbury's credit, they were okay. But yeah, it wasn't too exciting of a game. Now this game, Roosters 38 to 4.
We have to talk about Brett Morris first. This is a different, complete segment now. Is what we're gonna. Brett Morris. Okay.
Go for it.
Do you think it's a career-ending injury, Jai? I think it is. I think
he's not. It has to be.
Anymore.
How old is he? Like 35, 34?
He's 34. So
yeah, no, he's done. If it was 32, maybe. But if it was 34, no.
He could have played more.
No.
But no.
Josh will play until Josh could probably play for another year.
Josh will play for another year or two.
Well, I was thinking maybe Josh want to call it quits too because Brett will retire. I don't know. I don't know if he can play in the NRL without his brother.
He can. He's done it before.
When?
No, he hasn't.
When?
He's actually he hasn't played on the same team as before.
Yeah, they played at Canterbury and Saints, but Josh
And
Morris went to the Sharks.
Josh Morris was at Cronulla, I think, for a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, Brett Morris injury, but you move on from those things. They happen. It's very unfortunate, but if he announced his retirement at the end of this year,
I
would
reckon
have been not affected. He hasn't confirmed his retirement yet, and he'll be trying his hardest. He'll be like, although how old's Blake Green?
Yeah.
Because he returned from a knee Rico, and he's
he
over the age of 30.
I think he hurt his back, didn't he?
Blake Green?
Yep.
No, it was a knee.
Another one.
Yeah, and he came back. So if Brett Morris comes back, it'll be crazy. He'll be slower, but yeah,
he's not going to risk another injury.
Yeah. Well, Josh Morris got a hat trick for him. Sam Walker put a show on. Knights were not good, and Roosters were too good.
I've got a question.
Yes.
How the hell do you get 5 tries this in one match? Is my question. Is that even?
You just
Is he built different?
I mean, he's only played like 4 games or something. So yeah, he's a good kid, and he'll be there for the future. But he's still only a few games into his career. Now Sunday, 24-20, victors are the New Zealand Warriors at Central Coast over the Cowboys. Now, this was a very entertaining game. A game of 2 halves it was, because the Warriors first half, all their tries were in the first half. Cowboys, 3 out of 4 of their tries were in the second half. 2 of those tries in very quick succession. They just couldn't itch there.
They couldn't get. They were so close.
Did you see the knee of Bailey Sirenen on the Cowboys player? Do you think that was a bad call off the bunker?
I didn't see it.
No. Well, I honestly think Bailey Sirenen's knee contacted the ball, dislodging it out, but they called it a knock-on.
Oh my god.
And it was like in the 75th minute. And then Nick from Australia, at the end of the stream, he falls. That's not the one where he slips.
I saw that.
It's not the one where he slips. But he falls.
I saw that.
You have anything else to say?
No. No, I don't.
Well, the lowest scoring game of the year, West 16.
Here we go.
The Dragons 8.
Good way.
Zach.
Brilliant choke from the Dragons.
Up there.
Brilliant choke.
When the Faders go marching in right now. To their credit, Lomax did get injured, but it's not one club. Ben Hunt played the whole 80. I didn't even see him.
I didn't even see him once.
Well, Zach Sini, he debuted and he was pretty good. But overall,
He got 40 points on debut.
The Dragons, they do this every year. It's just repetitive. It's getting annoying. I'm getting sick of this. Anything else to say about round 8?
Round 8, most of the scores, it was like high scoring for most of the games except for the Dragons game.
Yeah.
High scoring for a lot.
All games had 40 plus points except for West and Dragons. Yeah. All right. Round 9. What a round of footy we have here. But I want to point out our first game here. South Sydney against the Storm. Thursday night, when they played the Raiders, they were both 190. And now we're here on Monday. The Rabbitohs are $3 and are at home. I mean, I'm not saying they don't deserve it. They definitely deserve to be outsiders after the horrific news of the injuries.
This game could go either way, in my mind. Unless
it's a tough ask. It's a big ask for South Sydney.
Team list. We'll have a look.
It's a really tough ask. If they had their full squad back, they would have won. Well, I thought they would have won. But this is the first game this year where I see South. Well, I can't tip South.
Yeah, probably.
It's a huge ask. Cody Walker, Damien Cook, Benji, they got to have career peak games.
And
They got to be exceptional to beat the Storm. Yeah, they do. Well,
next game, Penrith versus Cronulla. Now,
$7 for the Sharks. Half time, it'll be Penrith 12 points to 10. Full time, Sharks will score 0 points.
and
Penrith
will
will triple it, and it'll be 36 to 10.
Okay, brilliant, nice.
Oh yeah, 36 to 10.
Okay, the next game.
Friday night, Para versus Sydney.
This could go. This is actually a good game.
Now, I'm going to have to look at the team list to make my decision. No Brett Morris, which is huge. No Lindsay Collins.
That's just one player, John. They can replace him easily.
But there's also no Lindsay Collins, which is huge. As long as Suwali does not debut, we're going to be okay. It's going to be a good game.
Okay.
Because as soon as we see it on Tuesday, we're going to everyone's going to town. Joseph Suwali, oh my god, yes.
Oh my god, I'm posting on my Instagram story.
Suwali debut, no way, the future immortal. I'm probably going to go Para on that one.
No, I wouldn't.
Alright, 3 p.m. Faders versus Knights at McDonald's Park, Wagga Wagga.
Gonna be a tough match. But Raiders gonna have to step up.
This is another game where I have to look at the team lists, but I think they'll be hungry, Canberra.
Yeah.
They will be super hungry. They lost their last 4. But Newcastle, will they be hungry?
A little bit. Not as much as Canberra.
Do they get the win here, Canberra?
Team list. I'll have to see team list.
If George Williams and Josh Rodson's back, do they get the win?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. 5:30 West versus Titans. This Saturday's looking pretty awful right now. This game is terrible. I'm scratching my head. Do the Tigers want to show up? Or do the Titans want to show up?
Both teams can show up.
What if it's a draw?
But then, yeah, what if the tips, we pick, for example, Titans to win, and then it ends up a 20-all draw?
If it's a draw, you get a point nonetheless. Either team you tip.
Thank you.
We saw it last year, round 4. That was the draw. Cowboys versus Broncos.
These games just keep on getting good.
This game, I honestly could not care.
Could not a shit. At this point.
If the Broncos want to play, they'll play. Cowboys, I think they'll be hungry.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hard game to tip, but I think it's tippable. Manly versus Warriors. Manly are back at Brookie, as they will take on the Warriors. Hard game to tip because you don't know what outfit the New Zealand side is going to produce, but I think Manly will get this one.
All right. The next.
What do you think?
Dragons versus. Okay, I'll say Manly.
Okay.
And the next game, Dragons versus Bulldogs. Now, I would love to see Bulldogs win this game, just to see Dragons lose again.
This is a winnable game.
I don't think Bulldogs are going to win.
It's a winnable game for Canterbury. Look, if they show up, they put in a fight, I think they get the job done.
Yeah,
I think they do. I'm going to tip the Bulldogs.
Okay.
Okay. Who's your tip?
Don't know. I'm gonna tip Dragons in that one,
Okay.
just to be safe.
Safe option.
And I'm gonna go
Most
safe.
of the time works out. Okay. Fantasy teams. Is your fantasy up already?
Yep. Mine's up. I'll go first.
Yep.
All right. Starting off with Damien Cook with 58, Cameron Murray, who's out with 18, Mark Nichols with 39, Jai Arrow with 40, then Murdoch Masilla with 51, Tom Eisenhuth with 43, Adam Reynolds with 116 points, Cameron to 34, Zach Lomax 6, he went off injured, Remus 82, Anukar 55, Sivo 65, Tedesco did not play, Ravalawa did not play, Kevin Mamalo 39, Dietz 22, and Charlie Staines with 12.
All right. What's your score overall?
Overall, round 8 score was 680. My overall score is 5,691. I'm guessing you're big by a lot.
Well, so let me guess. Your captain is Adam Reynolds. Your vice captain is Damien Cook.
Incorrect. My vice captain was Tedesco because I forgot to change.
Well, my captain Damien Cook, he got me 116 points. Joe Offhand Gowie got me 38. Victor Radley got me 32. Keon Kalanatangi got me 67. Statili Tupanua, I finally get him. Then he gets suspended. Got me 66. Jordan Ricky got me 29. Cody Walker got me 50. Adam Reynolds got me 58. He'll be out this week. Justin Olam got me 46. Stephen Crichton got me 33. Alex Johnston got me 38. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck got me 67. Dane Laurie got me 69.
Nice.
Sam Walker got me 88. Moses Leota got me 41. Josh Schuster got me 45. And Benji got me 26. And Pappenhausen's still there, ready to come on. Hopefully not this week, because we don't want him to play South. Alright. I've given you some time. Now we need to hear your top 3 players of the week.
Okay, so my top 3 players of the week. Now, this week we had some exceptional players. You can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 3. Oh, this is tough. Jai, you go first.
Alright, well, I don't really have one of myself. I'm just going to quickly have a little think, but I've only got one player so far. So if you want to stall or something, well, actually, I'll put the music on, and we'll be back in 40. We'll be back in 40 seconds. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back in 40 seconds, guys.
Okay, for real.
Here we go.
All right. I got my top 3. Number 3, who will get me 1 point this week. I'm gonna give it to Zach Cini. He was alright on debut, and I think he deserves that 1 point. 2 goes to Remus Smith. I thought he was outstanding. He scored a hat trick against the Sharks. And number 1, the man with 5 try assists against the Knights, Sam Walker. Can't you believe it? He's only played like 5 games.
And he has
and
11
gets-
tries.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
outstanding. And what's your top 3?
Okay, honourable mention, Zach Sini. He did well. He's not in my top 3.
Okay.
So my number 3, who'll give me 1 point, is Micah Sevo. He did well for Eels. Okay, then number 2, my second best player was Remus Smith, as you said. He scored a hat trick.
Yep.
And my number 1, I think you know who it is, Johnny. I'm just going to say it. Sam Walker. 5 try assists. 1 try. He was involved in nearly every single try.
Yeah, 7 tries. Didn't he score a few?
He scored 1 and set up 5. But it was in
Alright. So it was in every try except for 1.
Yep. Correct.
Well, hold on. Before we talk about the ladder, we have some breaking news off the NRL physio, Brian. Adam Reynolds has avoided surgery on his thumb, ligament injury. He will be named tomorrow, but is still in doubt for round 9. That is a huge for South Sydney. Wow. Oh, that is... Look, if he does play, I think South can win that. I think I'm going to tip the Storm, but South. I think if he is confirmed to play, ladies and gentlemen, and I think they're going to win. Anyways, before we go, it actually wasn't. He still could miss the week, but he'll be named.
Yeah, I'll do bottom 8.
All right, you do bottom 8 this week.
And yeah. All right. So 16th, Bulldogs with points differential of minus 168. 15th, Broncos, points differential minus 99. 14th, West Tigers minus 96.
Oh, really close.
With minus 18. 12th, Cowboys minus 91. 11th, Newcastle minus 57. Manly with minus 63. And Canberra with minus 28.
All right, the top 8. One team that definitely does not deserve to be here right now is the Gold Coast Titans, minus 9. New Zealand Warriors in 7th at minus 21. Now we go in the positives. It's 6th place is the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Now the Fantastic 5, 2 points. 2 wins, 4 points above St. George is the Melbourne Storm with 134, followed by the Sydney Roosters, 136. South Sydney Rabbitohs in the top 3, 111. Parramatta, 123. And Penrith, who have not lost 1 game, is at 152. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this week's edition of In the Sin podcast. We'll see you all next week. Do you have anything else to say before we go?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, see everyone next week.
See ya.